Alright, I'm good.
Alright, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We're the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to YAHAWAH BA SHAM YAHAWASHI. We give double honor to the elder apostles, the great millstones, those who do well, and they bring out the truth raw, uncut, and in sincerity. We're going to give single honor to the brothers out there that's speaking the truth, and that's not ashamed of the truth, and that's been ordained since the beginning to come out and preach this word. Because the spirit that we coming out in is the spirit of prophecy, you know. And everybody wanna be in the spirit of mercy. People wanna walk by and laugh and clown and giggle and laugh. But it's gonna be a time when all your laughter is gonna be turned into mourning and crying. You know? And you can feel your bellies now, but it's gonna be a time it's gonna be famine. But the worst famine of it all is gonna be the famine of the word. Anybody got something?
I want to bring the scripture out. You know, you got all this folliness this Halloween weekend. They saying that they calling it on the radio. What do they say? Halloween weekend or some shit like that. But anyway, this is Leviticus 20 and 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, Yahawah, am holy, and have served you from other people. Severed you from other people, that ye should be mine. A man also or woman that has a familiar spirit, or that is a wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall be stoned, damned with stones. Their blood shall be upon them. That's all you got during this Halloween freak show. You got familiar spirits with Satan, familiar with Satan. You got wizards and warlocks and witches. And what's one of the main symbols of Halloween? It's a damn witch. So that's how you know that Halloween is all a bunch of witchcraft and wickedness.
Good, man. A lot of people don't know that you have evil spirits also. So Halloween, also known as All Hallows Eve, that tradition goes back to Celtic times when they spoke on whenever someone passed away. The first day of autumn, so to say, because it'll be the end of the harvest. They say that all the spirits will come back on the earth, and they said in order for them to throw the spirits off, they were dressed up in costumes and masks to resemble themselves back in the spirit. So when you see little children walking around with masks on, with paint on their face, you know, having resembling demonic images, that's going to show you that's what those devils, that's what those demons really look like, you know. And they're giving you a physical manifestation of what they've seen over the time of the years. And America already deal with witchcraft, you know, through its music, through its television, also even through its pharmaceuticals. So the drugs it changes your chemical balance in your body. Makes you delusional. It makes you hallucinate. And while people take certain pills and certain drugs, they claim that they see stars. And they look like they're something.
Like I was saying, them pills, man, they mess you all up because you get addicted to it. Once you get addicted to it, you get off those pills and you bug out even more than you were before. So you really to stay sober, you got to be taking those damn narcotics that they're prescribing you. Just to stay sober, just to be in some kind of sane, well not really sane, but just to be normal. Once you get hooked onto them pills, man, you gotta keep taking them, or you're gonna be even worse off than you were.
That's why they call it withdrawal. Like for instance, it's a place called Balakam. What they do, they have certain licenses where they can import opium, cocaine, codeine, and other drugs like that. And they play them types of things. And that's why people get addicted. You know, it's really witchcraft, you know. They gotta fuse the substance together, the chemicals. And you end up having a reaction to the chemicals in your body. And in 2013, Obama was trying to pass gun laws where 12,000 people died that year, but 25,000 people died off of prescription drugs alone.
Right.
And also goes to show that More people have died off of prescription drugs than off of opium, cocaine, hallucinogens, and other pills combined.
And all that drug stuff go back to witchcraft.
Like the elders always bring out, the symbol for Walgreens is that, you know, the witch's pot with the little thing stirred up.
Cows growing or something. Right. Nails for a rat in there, little glitter.
Do y'all fucking believe in Jesus? But we're on a mission, Savior. He's your Savior.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that uses divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. For all that do these things are an abomination unto Yahawah. And because of these abominations, the Lord thy power doth drive them out before thee. Thou shalt be pervert with the Lord thy power. For these nations which thou shalt possess hearken unto observers of times and unto divers, diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy power has suffered thee so to be, so to do.
Right. Like Scripture says, you got these parents, man, they're making their kids go through that fire. Because the kids really, they don't want to be out there trick-or-treating, looking for candy, man. If you just give your kid a bag of candy, if it really comes down to it, it's not the kid's idea to go out, walk around all night, trying to get some damn candy. That's you stupid-ass parents out here. You push your kids to that fire, man. And so their blood's going to be on your hands.
All they really do is making a child a sacrifice. Because a demonic spirit need a vessel so they can dwell in. Because your house, your spirit is your house. That's your temple. Shalawam. Your body is your temple. Your body is your house. So you can conjure in evil spirits when you actually partake in that ritual, which is called Halloween. Because when a child goes to a door and knocks on the door and says trick or treat, that's basically saying that they're a demon. Either give me a treat or I'm going to play a trick on you. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know that.
It's Exodus 22 verse 18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live.
Right. So anybody out here that's giving their children all this candy and making them go out and do this ritual, you basically making your child to become a demon. You basically possessing them with that candy. So that candy is really that drug to the children. So that how you up all night. Mommy, let's go down this street, mommy. You know? So the Lord said he shall not suffer a witch to live. And the scripture said rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. When you rebel, that means that you're a rebel. It means that you're going against the grain. You're going to war. So to rebel against the scriptures, you're going to war with YAHAWAH BA SHAM YAHAWASHI. And that's a war you're not going to win.
Right, I got a precept on that. Yeah. This is 2 Kings chapter 17, verse 17. And they caused their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire, and used divination and enchantments, and sold themselves to do evil in the sight of Yahawah, to provoke him in anger.
Right. Hey, the scripture also says, it says, follow not the way of the heathens, man. You know, you got that?
It's Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 3. For the customs of the people. It says be not dismayed, but I can start it. It's Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen. Because us participating in Halloween, us participating in Thanksgiving and Christmas, man, the Lord said that's the way of the heathen. Because that's not a part of our custom. That's not a part of our law. You know? See, the so-called white people, they believe in demons, man.
Right. They worship Satan.
They worship Satan. They even have a satanic Bible. They have a satanic building. What is it? In Michigan, is it?
Yeah, like satanic Ten Commandments.
Yeah, they have Satan's 10 Commandments.
And one of the brothers out in San Francisco brought out that when they have a meeting in the Oval Office of the President in the White House, they leave his feet open, and they say that it's the secret Satan that's in it.
Hey, no, you're right. Yeah,
all
you're
those
right.
means, man.
You're right. I heard that. I heard about that.
Hey, shit, with all the wickedness they do, he probably manifests himself right there behind closed doors, man.
Yeah.
That's why it's a secret meeting. Or,
Right.
Not secret, but you gotta have access to get in that room.
Right. Yeah, you have to be in league with it. You have to have a membership. You have to be a member.
Not Satan.
Right. But that's not our custom, man. Our custom is not to serve Satan. Our custom is to serve YAHAWAH BA SHAM YAHAWASHI.
Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sounds of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth out a tree in a forest, it goes on to that, but the hands of a workman will act, but the point we're trying to get into the customs of the people are vain, man. It profiteth nothing, man. What's gonna profit you, with the Halloween shit? That's right, man.
And then they want to do all this stuff that these wicked ass heathen do, and then they wonder why they don't get nothing out of it. They see all these Moabites, these Edomites, and basically the rest of the heathen doing it, and they see them prospering off of the shit that they're doing, like you guys bringing out about that brother trying to set up shop. All the heathens do that, and he was like, if they can do it, I can do it.
You want the curses, man.
That's right, man.
And that's what our people fail to realize, man. The only way you can prosper in Babylon is if you make a pact with Satan, man. It's a few people out there who actually have some kind of prosperity, on their own, but sooner or later Satan gonna come to you asking to take that deal, and if you don't, you gonna end up like Cat Williams, man.
Right.
Well,
But now, he's good.
Yeah.
Because he did a stand-up and everything. And his stand-up was weak as hell, but everybody in the audience was laughing and clapping. That's how you know, man, it was a part of Satan. Man. He's trying to set him back up.
They do that shit now with Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah.
That's all the new comedy shit is, man.
Too, man.
That's right. All that comedy new shit is either making the man, putting him underneath the woman, because he always comes out with some stupid ass jokes about how his woman put his ass in place. Right. And everybody want to laugh at it, man.
He's a fighter anyway, because most of his acts come from D.L. Hughes. I peeped that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. It's Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 10. But the Lord is the true power. He is the living power and the everlasting King. At his wrath the earth shall tremble, and the nations shall not be able to abide in his indignation.
Right.
Thus shall they say unto them, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens.
Allah, all the pharaohs of Egypt, what's his name? Tutankhamun, Tutmos III, all those different gods and deities and entities that our people worship other than YAHAWAH BA SHAM YAHAWASHI. The Lord said they didn't create the heavens and earth. He said they're gonna perish right along with those people that perish them or that worship them also.
Jeremiah chapter 10 verse 11. Thus shall they say unto them, the gods that made the heavens and the earth, the gods that have not made the heavens and the earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He has made the earth by his power. He has established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his discretion. When he utters his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causes the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain, and bringeth forth the wind out of his treasures.
Hey, think about it. That's why there's drought in California. Because the Lord the one said that at his voice, man, he made dewdrop from heaven. Is that what he said?
He says, and he causes vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightnings with rain.
Right.
And bringeth forth wind out of his treasures.
Right. So the Lord the one that control the elements, man. It's not no Mother Nature. Okay? It's Abba Yahawah. That's